all in the streets, yeah, we talk about it. What's going on in the church, yeah, we talk about it. How to make money, yeah, we talk about it. Facebook, yeah, yeah. IG, Twitter, wherever. Ooh, we streaming, yeah, you can catch CEOs. What can you see, brother? Talking about the hot topics, my girl, yeah. What can you see, brother? Talking about the hot topics.
That's all you gotta do. Rangers, you already know what time it is. Come on, Zion. You're in a new place. It's a brand new year. After you get to a new place. Shine. Jump in. Don't fear, for I'm with you. Be not dismayed, but I am your God. I will strengthen you. I will hold you with my right hand. Don't worry about it. I got your back. Don't worry about it. Do not fear. I'll take care of you. Just jump in. Jump in. Jump in. I said jump in. Jump in. Jump in. Jump in. You better grab somebody's hand and tell them, jump in. Jump in. Jump in. Don't
Mute. Let me send a shout out to Kingdom Builders Worship Center in Pompano Beach, Florida. Now, listen, I had been saying to them, if y'all need to get a new one because that one is a year old. They have gotten a new one. Let me check my sound. Y'all need to get a new one. Okay. I have been saying y'all need to get a new one because that one was a year old, and they have a new one, but nobody over there at Kingdom Builders have sent it to me. So y'all get it over to me because every week I open up my show with you guys because, as you know, I still work a full-time job, and by 7 o'clock I'm tired. So that's my uplift for the day that I always do to get through this show. I'm in the background. I'm jumping in with them. So listen, I don't want to prolong the time. We got a long show tonight. I hope you guys hang in with me. We got some wonderful people. We got Worldwide Worship. They're joining us tonight. If you haven't seen them, they were at my event in February, and everyone loved them. So they're coming up. Then we got the diva herself. The diva. She models. She's a radio announcer. She a promoter. She a booking man. She all that. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to allow her tonight to come and tell you what she does, because sometimes we got to ask them what they do. Jaquette is a member of Kingdom Builders. Jaquette, I just played the y'all commercial. Can you tell somebody over there to get me the new one so we can play it over here? Better get into the show. Thank you, Jaquette. We love you. Bless your heart. I love Jaquette. But we just want to just say that we love Kingdom Builders, Carol and Cheryl Powell. They are the bomb, and I love them dearly for everything that they're doing in the ministry, what they're doing right here in Broward County, as well as everything that is going on. So listen, I'm going to do announcements and everything at the end of the show because we want to go ahead and get this show started. I got a choir in the background, so I'm excited tonight. I never had a whole half of a choir on. So without further ado, we're going to bring up Desiree Hall, the diva herself. Now, I know a lot of people say, you ain't supposed to call church people divas. Well, that's y'all thing. That's what I do. She's a diva. So bless your hearts. Desiree, you got to unmute. She looking forward. Y'all hold on. It's the mic on the it's the mic on your
Got it.
On your,
sorry.
Right.
Hey.
That's okay.
Hey. How you doing, Kenya?
Hello, how you doing? Now,
I'm good. I'm good. Thank you so much for the opportunity to be on your platform tonight.
Now, am I saying your name correctly? Because I know everybody
It's
got different
Desiree.
ways. Okay, because everybody they be like Desiree. I'm like, well,
Yeah, it's Desiree. But I
right.
answer to Desiree. It's fine. I know you. Desi.
That's why I stay on the same place. I call you Miss Hall every time I see you.
Uh-huh.
Oh, Miss Hall,
That's
how you
fine.
doing? That's how you do it. That's easier for me. So
Mm-hmm.
listen, tell my guests who you are, what you do, because you have a plethora of things you do.
Right.
When I first met you, I met you and we shop at the same store.
Mm-hmm.
So that was already my hey girl, hey.
Mm-hmm.
And then you work in radio. And I'm like, hey girl, hey. And then you know, I found out that you did promotion and marketing. I'm like, hey girl, hey. So listen, run down for everybody that know. I know you said something in the beginning when we were in the green room. You were like, I don't know what I do. And that's exactly how I feel. So let everyone know who you are, what you do, and you know, where's the greatness coming from?
Okay. Good evening, everybody. I am Desiree Hall, now known as Lady Des. I do a plethora of things, like Kenya said. Honestly, I started for the past 19 years. I worked with the state of Florida. So people didn't know I had a full-time job as well, but I do. I just transitioned over full-time to the radio station back in January of this year. So, but I've been on radio for 12 years now. This year will make 12 years. I am a mother. I am a wife. I'm a lot of things to a lot of people. So I do public relations. I do marketing. I wrote some things that I didn't want to forget. Administrative assistant. I do a lot of administrative work behind the scenes that people don't know about for different artists. I'm a personal assistant. What else? Inspirational speaker, evangelist. The list goes on and on. I just tagged fashion influencer to my hats, my plethora of hats. So and God gifted me with just a whole lot of gifts, a gift to love God and love God's people. So I am definitely a lover of people, and believe it or not, just as much of a social butterfly people think I am, which I am in a sense. I am very, very private. I love my space and I love being at home.
Wow. And you, again, your husband, you guys are so cute together. I just be like, they so cute. Now, you guys have a show you do on WMBM. Is that correct? That you guys do
Yes.
together? Tell us
Yes.
a little bit about your show.
Well, our whole ministry, Real Love Ministries, is geared to marriages, but it just didn't start off that way. Real Love Ministries were actually a mentorship for young ladies that was transitioning from their high school into that young lady era, and just basically teaching them and mentoring them on how to handle that transition once high school is over and what to do next. Because I was a teen mom. So thank God I had a village that helped me with mine. But there's so many women, young girls that get lost in that shuffle. So that went on for a few years. And then God just pretty much transitioned Real Love Ministries into a whole marriage and family ministry. But our target just really ended up being marriages. And that was just surprising to my husband and I, because we was all jacked up ourselves. So it's like God us. So I tell you, God has a sense of humor, but it was God ordained and it worked for us. It worked for us. And we ended up being the visionaries and founder of one of the largest prom nights in South Florida for married couples. So God is good.
Wow. And you know, I love your transparency when you said we were jacked up too. A lot of people won't set forth and say and keep it real and say, listen, we were messed up. We wasn't who everybody thought you'd be because you put on these nice clothes and come out. We ain't who you think we are. But I know that. And again, you've been with WNBM now 12 years. You're dealing with artists. What pushed you into, what catapulted you until now becoming PR and public relations for gospel artists? I see that you work for several artists and you're doing that. What kind of pushed you towards that?
Well, it honestly, Kenya, it just pretty much fell in my lap. doing what I do now, I have always done it, for many, many years, for many, many different people. However, I usually just worked within the ministry I attended. I grew up at New Jerusalem in His Power Holiness Church, right in Liberty City on 15th and 14th Avenue and 58 Terrace. And I assisted the pastor there, leadership there. So it has always been a part of me. Now, growing up in the quartet industry, I have always been a quartet lover, a quartet baby from the very beginning. However, it just pretty much fell in my hand to kind of transition over into just helping the artists out. It's actually like they came to me with it, honestly.
Wow. And listen, you're doing a great job.
Thank you.
I always see, I say, look at her. So I just want to commend you on that and everything that you're doing as far as your works, your support. When I look back and I see you, I say, that's what you're supposed to do. When you're working in the ministry as far as promotion and marketing and branding, you have to also show up. And that's one thing I can always say. I can look back and I see you, or I see you and your husband. So I commend you on that. Because that makes the artists feel good that, you're out there. So they can't be everywhere, but you're there.
Yes.
And people understand that representation.
Absolutely. It's very important to show up. It really is, especially like you said, to the different artists. We have, my husband and I, for many years, for friends, for family members, for different artists that we was assisting, not even knowing that that's what we were doing. We would fly out. We've been all over pretty much, supporting different programs and different things people had going on, just to let them know, hey, we're there for you. We know how it is to kind of work it by yourself and be in it by yourself. And we want to help. We want to be of that help. So whatever we learned throughout our experience, we wanted to set that platform for others, those that are ready, boots on the ground, they ain't ready to back up, but they ready to put their stuff out there. We just wanted to let them know that we are here for you because we know how it is. So God has definitely given us a compassion for artists and different ones who just want to promote what they're doing, their God-given talent, gifts, or assignment, whatever that assignment is. So it's important to us to show up and just kind of be that push, that mentor. Just let them know that, hey, we're in your corner.
And that speaks volumes. Mm-hmm. That speaks volumes. And again, I'm there, so I know that you're there. Now you have this thing that you do. And I used to say, girl, I see you. You stepped into the world of fashion influencer. And again, that wasn't hard for you because you're the diva that you are. So I know that you started out with Ashley Stewart. Tell us a little bit about the companies that you influenced for.
Well, actually, it all started during the pandemic, honestly. Everybody was home. We wasn't really doing much. Although I was still working, it was still a lot of spare time. And a lot of the places were closed. So how I ended up, I was never an Ashley Stewart shopper. For one, my sister was, and she was just trying to get me to go to Ashley Stewart. And to be honest with you, I'm like, that stuff is too expensive. I'm not going to spend that money like that. No. And as fashionable as people think I am, I'm very, I say simple. I'm very frugal, if that makes sense. I kind of just rotate everything around. People think, oh, you never wear the same thing twice. Yes, I do. I just kind of rotate it all around. But she talked me into going. I went. And at that time when I went, they had a $5 sale because remember, it's still during the pandemic. The store has been closed. So at that time, we had to make appointments to go into Ashley's store so we can buy what we wanted to buy. And at that time, like, they had a lot of stuff just for $5. And let me tell you, I racked up. We came out with bags and bags and bags of stuff. And I just started taking the pictures. That's basically how it all got started. I just started taking pictures. I was like, because people would not believe I bought this stuff for $5. And I did it all for fun, not knowing God had this thing all as an assignment to me, because as I started posting pictures and I started doing little videos, people would inbox me and say, you know, I know you're a woman of God and you're just so fashionable. It gives me the encouragement that I can dress up and look good and still be saved and still be myself. And I was like, God, man, this thing is way bigger than me. What is happening here? And it just kind of just snowballed into other things. I started connecting with one of the other plus size fashion influencers. You know I was too big to be like a model because they want you as a 0 or 3. That was never going to happen. And I didn't want that to happen. But Kenya, let me tell you, when I went into the plus size model, I'm like, am I big enough? So I'm like, you know what? People complain they too small or not small enough. Now it's like you got to be a certain big size. I'm like, you know, it is what it is. I am who I am. So let's do this thing. And it pretty much worked in my favor. And like I said, so many plus size people were so inspired. Women themselves were inspired. And I just got connected to another plus size influencer, Olivia Simmons. They call her Livy. And she started being body shamed on the Ashley Stewart website, and that's pretty much how we connected, and we stayed connected, and it led me into kind of following her as well. She influenced me to try this other plus size company, xpluswear.com. So they sponsor me, so I just got my first set of clothes in for free. It's really cool, y'all. It is so cool. So and basically that's all I do. I don't know what else you want to hear.
Well,
Amazon,
bless you.
I'll link up with Amazon.com and different ones. Yeah.
But won't sponsorships bless you?
Yes.
Won't they bless you?
Yes.
I tell people all the time, a sponsorship will bless you.
Yes. I give away a lot of stuff too.
Yeah, I do that as well because people give me clothes. Like if I was to show you a container, so a lot of times when I have raffles and I'm at events, if I have more, and like this one lady, she gave me like 5 of the same shirt. I'm like, I can't wear 5 of the same shirts. So I took one for me and I gave them away, and I said, do me a favor, take a picture, send it back, and so that I can tag them, the company in it, and it blessed her because now they're researching. You never know who watching.
Absolutely.
And I'm gonna tell you how. I'm gonna tell you never know. And I learned this. You never know who watching, because even tonight when we came on, and just because I tagged your name in it, in the post, Nathan, who's coming up next, he said, I researched her.
Yes. That was surprising.
You never know who. That's why I always say adjust your crown. You never know who's watching. Absolutely. And now that's a relationship you're going to have with that person. And again, I am one of your biggest fans. I told you in person. I've always told you that when I saw you, like, take this picture, girl. Because when we come out, we wear Ashley. You got on Ashley, I got on Ashley. And like, get this picture, girl, let's tag them. So, we have a lot of fun with what we're doing because, I go on over to Ashley, especially them 40% off sales they be having.
Yes.
I ain't gonna lie to you. Bless their heart. Appreciate them. So listen, for everybody who always want to know what Desiree do, this is what she did. She broke it down in a nutshell tonight to let y'all know that she wears a lot of hats, but she handles it.
Yes.
And
at least I try my best. And I just want to give this shout out to my husband, Eddie Hall, because he got to deal with a whole lot. And the late nights, everything, because like I said, I am so much to so many people, but I still have to be a wife to him. And I have to make sure that I balance that and love on him and make sure that he's not feeling left out. So I'm just so glad that he does give me the freedom to do what I do, that he's not a jealous man or, selfish man, that he can't share. Share me to the world pretty much, because I get calls all the time, all night, and I'm just grateful for him, because I wouldn't be able to do what I do, how I do, without him supporting me. Oh, look here. Love you always. Thank you, Eddie.
Oh, thank you.
So people may not see him all the time, but he's there. He's there. And like I said, he's the reason why I do what I do. A lot of times I bounce ideas off of him, and because he just have a better working, flowing brain of creativity than I do. So when I'm stuck with something, I'll just have him take a look at it, or I'll bounce the idea off of him, and he just lets me know what he thinks about it. So it's definitely a team effort. And like I said, people may not see him all the time, but he is definitely the wind beneath my wing. I will say that.
Oh, y'all give a round of applause for Eddie. Y'all throw some hearts up for Eddie. I told y'all cute. I just told y'all.
Oh, thank you. It took a long time to get there, though. It really did. It took us a long time to know how to kind of work all of this out, but through experience and through trial and error, we have learned, and we're still learning. So God is good.
Well,
God is
I love y'all. Just let y'all know, every time I see you, I be like, oh, they so cute. They so cute. Look at y'all. Y'all just be sitting in the back of the church. Hey.
Yeah.
So I'm one of y'all biggest fans.
Oh, thank you.
She's saying that, but I always tell you that when I see you.
You really do.
I want to thank you so much for jumping on tonight. And anyone that knows me know that I appreciate anyone that takes out time to come on, because you could have been doing anything else, but you decided to come over to chit chat with me, and I appreciate you. Anything you want to tell these good people? I
just wanted to say thank you for the opportunity inviting me on. I haven't been interviewed in a while. I'm usually the one doing the interviewing, so it feels different to be on the opposite side. So I just really thank you so much for finding interest to invite me on. And I just want to say hello to my BMG family, Bells Music Group, Little David and the Bells of Joy, my AM 1490 WMBM family, Deacon Joe Riley, the Quartet Corner. I am like his assistant, his right hand. People don't know a lot of the flyers and stuff. I'm the one that does all of that. But I am just so grateful just to be here tonight with you all. And like I said, thank you so much again, Kenya.
Thank you. And thank you so much. Listen, anytime you need me, give me a call. I'm here for you.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that.
And thank you so much. Thank you, Mr. Eddie, for letting her come on.
Thank you.
He said, love you always. Come on, Mr. Eddie. Now I'm going to need my husband to get together and come in on my chat and tell me he loved me every now and then. Mr. Dixon, if you tuned in, I need you to comment. I know you tuned in to the show. I need you to comment so I can be like, oh, my husband loves me. Anyway, so good night, and I appreciate you.
Okay, good night. Thanks again. Good night.
Good night. So listen, I didn't know she did all that. She busy. I thought I was busy, but she busy. She didn't tell you half of it. She actually worked for Bell's Music Group. If you guys see the flyers that she do for Joe Riley, they had me in Miami in the morning at a radio show. I was so uncomfortable sitting in that station. I don't like to be interviewed. I was like, Lord Jesus. Send a shout out to Tamika. I was so uncomfortable. And I did it. I put my headphones on, y'all, and I interviewed. So I thank Desiree. I thank Joe Riley. I thank WMBM. And I thank everyone that she works with. Very sweet lady, and I admire everything that she does. So you listen, if you are not following Desiree Hall, follow her on all social media outlets. She will bless you. So listen, I'm going to play these videos, right? I want y'all to sit tight, because right after these videos, I got a group that's going to blow y'all mind. What's up? It's your girl, Kenya C. Willa, GT Promotions, keeping it real in the gospel. I'm here with Worldwide Worship. They just wrecked. Listen, when they said shackles on, I said, come on, son. Fan the devil off. I said, okay, all right. So listen, I need you guys to follow them on all social media outlets, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram. Follow them. And just know you're going to see a whole lot of them.
Yeah.
Woo. So I made a promise, and I said, you're going to see a whole lot of them. And I want to know, I wonder if I've stood up to that promise. I'm going to bring in Elder Michael James.
Hey Kenya, how you doing?
Now, I'm good. Now, I played the video where it said you're going to be seeing a lot of them. Have I stood up to my word?
You have indeed. You have indeed. You know, I want to thank you for actually having us on to this wonderful show. And that T-shirt is awesome. You see?
Listen, I love my T-shirts. Nathan told me that you guys got a new design, so I'm gonna sit back and wait on my new design so that I can wear that as well when I travel and when I go out. So listen, tell them who you are. Tell them about the church. Tell them, just introduce yourself.
Okay, well, my name is Elder Michael James. I've been a member of the church for 40 years. I've been serving as a pastor for 32 years. Obviously, I've come from Britain, hence you can hear the way I'm actually talking. I joined when I was 15 years of age, going through the wrong things and hanging around with the wrong people. But I found that God saved me and brought me from that kind of life. And I served in Britain for many, many years, and it was just that we had some people over here that we were praying for. So me and one of the other elders decided that we'd come over and just to give them a visit. So as we came over, we found that people actually flocked to us, and they wanted to hear the word, and they wanted some healing, and they wanted a little bit of God in their lives. So we had a talk, and we said, maybe we should open up a church there. Who will go? So at that time, I had my own business, and I said, well, I will go. And I didn't even tell my wife then. So Desiree Hall, who just said that you have to have a partner that's on the same mission as you, that is 100% correct. So Eddie, woo, you know, you are the man, because one partner cannot do it alone. I've been married for 33 years, been with my wife for 37 years, and she's my best friend, and she's always been there. So when I went back and told her, hey, I've just discussed it, that we're going to go and live in the US, she never questioned it. She said, oh, fine. So we sold up, and then we came here. We started with just a little small church, and we've actually grown a lot. And this is where worldwide worship actually developed from, because I played drums back home in Britain, but then I taught my son, but then my son went on to become a beast. And so he started playing drums, and then we had the guitarist Darren Abraham come over from Britain, who's an amazing guitarist, and my daughter learned bass. We got Leonie on the keyboard, and my son-in-law is also on the keyboard, and my two daughters sing. So we actually discovered this band, and we kind of took it places, and we went and played at different events, and that's how the band side came back. I'm sure Nathan will kind of tell you more about that. But we do a lot at church. We do like things for the kids. We do charity walks. We go to different churches, and we actually perform there, and we raise money for different events. And we try to keep ourselves as busy as we can for God, because we know there's a lot of people out there that are looking for God, and you know, we want to help them find that joy and that peace, and also that passion. And I feel that God has given us our purpose, as He's given you yours, and you're doing such an amazing job, and bringing the gospel to the whole world in many different forms.
Thank you so much. Now, where is your church located? I know that everybody was saying that a while ago. They were like, oh, they're in North Florida. I say, no, they're in Palm Beach County. So can you tell us where you're located?
Yes, I will. We're actually at 3951 Haverhill Road, Suite 108. We're right next to the Dollar General. We're just a small little church there. But we've kind of increased our numbers, so we're actually looking for somewhere else to move to. So if anybody listening here and they have somewhere where they know that we can move to, then you can also tell us. But we started off at Summer Christian School many years ago, and from there we're now at 3951 Suite 108, Haverhill Road, just by Road there, by the Dollar General.
Now, so I'm going to bring Nathan on because I do want to just get to the, and again, I want to thank you so much for traveling. I met you in Orlando.
Yes, you did.
In the festival. They're like, from Palm Beach? I say, from Palm Beach? How is there somebody from Palm Beach? I don't know. So you kind of shocked me on that one because I do music in Palm Beach and I wasn't, I hadn't met you guys, and I immediately fell in love with you guys, brought you to my event, which everyone loved you. Like everyone's asking, hey, what is that group name? That I say it's Worldwide Worship. And I would, do the best I can to connect you guys so that they can bring you to their church as well because they loved you. So I'm gonna bring Nathan in. Is he there? Bring Nathan in so he can tell us a little bit about the Nathan, are you there?
Hi there. Hi everybody.
So Nathan, wait a minute. So your dad's from England. You from England too?
I am, yes.
Okay, I was gonna say, how you still got that accent and you've been here?
You've been here all this. Go ahead.
And I was just wondering about the accent. I'm like, how does he still have the accent?
Yeah,
He's been here all his life.
When I was a boy, my dad and mom would tell me never lose your accent. And as a kid, I was like, what does this mean? But now I'm an adult. It distinguishes me from being who I am. It really gives me character. And I'm really happy that I kept it. I mean, I've been in the US for 20 years or just over 20 years. So I've been here since I was 9. I just turned 30 this past January. So God be praised. I've traveled around the world 30 years. So.
My God, today. So listen, tell us about the Worldwide Worship, the group. I know everybody's just wanting to know about it. And I just played a little clip. Did you see the clip before you came on? I played the clip. Yes. I was looking for my clip because my clip was a little longer. I couldn't find it today. Well, it wasn't on TikTok. I couldn't. I do so much still. It's probably all the way down. But tell us how you came up with the CD. I know you guys have the single. You guys have the group. What made you decide that you want to go from now we have a church, but now we want to also become artists?
Well, we were playing at New Life Worldwide Apostolic Church, which is where we're actually residing in West Palm Beach, Florida. And we were just playing, it was, let's get the pastor's kids up there, let the pastor's kids do it. So if there's any pastor's kids watching, I know how you feel. You put the work on your back with your parents, but it's the love of Christ that made us move and made us one with the Spirit. So we were just playing, and then I was thinking to myself, maybe we could do a little more. So me and one of the other worship pastors at New Life Worldwide Apostolic Church, his name is Darren. I was speaking to him and said, hey, what if we did a little more? What if I went out and maybe, got us an open mic gig or, somewhere that we can play? I said, because we have the talent. We have a huge talent. Now, we both have degrees in music, and we're both leaders inside the church. So we went out, we went out and prospered, and we sought out God. And sometimes we can't just sit and wait for God to move. He wants to see us move. So we did. So we got up and we moved, and we said, God, now's the time. And if you're going to prosper us, then prosper us now, because we're coming out of the boat. We see Jesus and we're jumping out of the boat. So that's what we did. And I went ahead and I found this small little place that Common Grounds Church had. And it was with a friend of mine now, who's a dear friend of mine. Her name is Jeanette, and she went by Jeanette and Her Stages, currently in Lake Worth. And she had this open mic. I said, hey, how about if we could have a piano and, maybe one singer go up? And she said, yeah, sure, by all means. So we went up, and it was God was in the midst. She said, you can't go back now. You have to make sure that you come back again. You are not allowed to have a voice like that and just sing one song. You got to sing 2 songs. And we also had, we went to PBAU and we performed there at an open mic. And I mean, it was just incredible. And the journey just started to steamroll, and we started to get more people coming on with gigs. And I was thinking, okay, maybe this is a true thing. Now, Common Grounds Church called us and said, listen, we have an event going on. We want Worldwide Worship to go ahead and come on as a full band. And that was our real first performance as a full band outside of our own church. So we did that. And there was people saying, who is this band coming from West Palm Beach? Who is Worldwide Worship? Where have they come from? So we told them the church name, and they were like, you cannot just keep playing inside your church. You have to go out. You have to allow this ministry to grow. And it has. And that's when we started to travel. So I would be calling like a telecompter. Hey, can we get a performance? Hey, can we get a performance? Can we do this? Can we do that? Because you know how I am, Miss Kenya. I'm a hustler. We got to hustle.
Yes, you are. You got to hustle for Jesus.
We got to hustle. So we got to grind. We got to hustle. And that's what God needs. God needs hustlers. So I went ahead and I was calling around, and I got in touch with Pastor Wills, Reverend Wills, to go do the Gospel Fest up in Orlando. And that's where I met you last year in October. And it was this surreal experience where we got to play at Lake Eola, and it was just a phenomenal time. And then we got called to South Florida Fairgrounds, which one of our performances is now on YouTube, which we played a whole hour. And we just got done about a month ago playing at Truth Church at Port St. Lucie. So we're going Port St. Lucie, Orlando. We've been down to Gospel Fest.
Don't leave me out. Don't leave me out.
Leave you out, girl. Trust me, I'm never.
You skipped all the way over to last month. Now go back to February.
I'm coming back. It was just like all these things that God has done. We played with the Williams singers. We played with some serious people. Roy Revolution, who has just been awesome. And that was cool, man. That was a really cool thing. And then when we met you, Kenya, you said to me this one thing that resonated with me, right? You said, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to bring you all around Palm Beach. But then you went one step further. You said, God's got a mission for you, and I'm ready to open it. And I said, amen. I'm coming with you. Bring me to Jesus. And if I'm going with you, then I'm going on the right path. So, and then when we went to Delray, to your concert in Delray, to your conference in Delray, I mean, standing next to guys like Boy Wonder, who was just humble, surreal, the way he just talks about God and the way he performs, and there was this another group. I don't remember the name. It was a family. Who's that family that was playing?
The Ziegler family.
Ziegler family. They were phenomenal. Oh my gosh. And when we came off our set, we did Jehovah Has the Final Say, right? And I believe it was the drummer, because I'm a drummer. The drummer came up to me and she was like, I can't believe you just did that. And I was like, I can't believe you just did that. So God is working everywhere. God is working in the midst with everybody, and we're just a piece of the puzzle. And wherever God takes us, that's where it's gonna lead us, because He's the light. He is our passage. He is everything. So I am so happy that we met you, Kenya, and how you've taken us to a whole new level. And it's just it's crazy from going from an open mic. Fast forward. Now, this was only 2001 in November. Fast forward a year and a half, And we're playing with guys like the Ziegler family, Roy Revolution. We're playing with the Williams singers, who just won a Dove Award, you know, over at Gospel Groove Sunday. You know, we're playing with some real heavy hitters. And this is God's glory. It's not even ours. So
and you're not even done yet. You're not even halfway there yet.
You
Because
don't
we got
want to
another
be
surprise. Listen, we got some other people in contacted me today, and I put them in contact. So you're nowhere near done. But we want to bring in Leah. Leah, you got your camera up. Want to bring in Leah. Leah!
Hi.
Leah, listen. Let me tell y'all something. This the most energetic person. She jumps around that stage. I said, you better jump, girl. You better jump. And I didn't know. I just want to apologize. I didn't know, and I know that every time you guys come to me, if I'm around you guys, I'm so busy. I was so busy at the Gospel Fest because I was doing that, and then at my award shows, like I was all over the place. I never knew that you guys were brother and sister until tonight. Until your dad say, my daughter and my son, and I'm like, I am slow.
You're good. You're good.
I'm like, I'm slow. That's a family.
Uh-huh.
We're all a family.
Leah,
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I was slow, so y'all forgive me. Leah, tell me who you are, what you do, and what you bring to this magnificent puzzle.
So I'd just like to actually say thank you, Kenya, and I want to bless the Lord first and foremost, give him thanks, because if it wasn't for the Lord giving us this grant of opportunity, we wouldn't have met you. We wouldn't have had this window of opportunity to enlighten the Christian world with our music. So thank you, Kenya. You get a clap. So I've been singing since I was 9 years of age. You know, my parents, we moved here to the US when I was 6, so it was a very hard transition. But my parents, they always kept us in Jesus. Like, they always kept our minds on God, like, you know, with heavy faith and heavy praying. Like, so my dad and mom brought me a keyboard when I was 9, and I started learning it and started writing music, you know, started learning chords. And I remember when my dad used to play guitar in the gym at Summit Christian, and he used to have to sing the chords into my ear because I was so tone deaf at that time, because I was 9 and I was always out of key. But that's the humble beginnings, you know, like that's where we started. And as I grew up, I started feeling that music was an escape for me, especially writing about how God has set me free through every situation that I've been through. Like my single, He Still Loves Me, that is always played and that has always been sung live. That song was written from real life experiences. And so when I write music for the band, or when I write music as singles, it's from real life experiences that the Lord has made me go through so I can write the music. And I'm just so lucky to do it with my family. I couldn't ask for any better musicians or vocalists than to have the connection spiritually and physically and emotionally with the band members that are my brother, as you know now today, my 2 sisters, my 2 brother-in-laws, and obviously my dad, and the pianist Leonie, who's also like a sister to me as well. So I'm just very lucky.
Wow. So there's one more other piece that's here tonight. Darren and Elise.
Hi there. Hi, Kenya.
Hello.
Now, Darren and Elise, I want to bring you guys in so I can see you. Darren and Elise, what part? We got on our worship shirts. Nathan, where's your worship shirt?
I know. Shame on you.
My bad. It's in the dryer.
Pastor James, let him know that he has to have his shirt on, because we all don't want to accord. So Darren and Elise, you're one of the keyboard players, right? If I'm not mistaken.
No, I'm the guitarist.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you're the singer.
Yeah.
And how long have you been a part? Are you family too?
We're all family. This is my
Yes.
husband.
Yes.
He's part of the family because he's my husband.
Yes.
Oh, so that's your sister?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know y'all was all sisters. Nobody.
All right, hold on. Time out.
It's not my sister.
Oh,
But that wouldn't be good.
That's weird. But my sister, Leah, I have a sister named Elise, and then there's Heather, who's the bass player.
That's your sister too?
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like a family band, and everyone's kind of talented, and so that's kind of what makes us a little bit unique, I guess.
Why am I finding out now? I should have asked these questions in the green room. I didn't. Well, listen, just to let the world know that they are all siblings. This is a true family band that generated from Dr. Michael James. I'm gonna call you Doctor because, like your daughter said, you sung chords in her ear. So that's doctorship over there. That's beyond elder. So again, Darren and Elise, keyboard player and singer, right? Am I right? Darren
Oh,
and Elise?
guitarist.
Guitarist and singer.
yes.
Okay, and you've been with the group as long as anything because that's your husband. Okay, all right. I got this. I got this.
Yes. Yes.
So,
I've always sung. I love to sing, and growing up, I would sing in the shower and scream the house down until my parents are like, "Stop singing!" And so, it's always been a part of my life to sing, and I just thank God that He gave me this talent. And I'm not going to bury it. I'm going to go ahead and multiply it, and I'm going to give it back to God because He's given me something as a gift for me, and I'm going to give that gift back to Him.
Amen.
Mm-hmm.
I almost felt the run right there when you said I'm not going to bury it. I'm not going. Girl, I felt the run. I'm Pentecostal. I like to run. So again, I am just. Now you guys have one single out. When is the next single coming out? Are you guys going to continue to work the one that you have that you presently have?
We are actually in the process of getting into the studio to do some new music, produce some new music, and send it out. Nathan knows the exact dates on release dates, I believe, but we are this. Is it May? It's not May. May next month. We're going into the studio to get some more songs down, some more original songs.
May 10th. We're gonna go to the studio.
Yeah.
I hope you invite me so that I can come.
You're invited.
Mhm.
Sounds good.
Well, I'm going to call Nathan because I have some secrets I'm going to share with him about the industry so that guys can help you. And again, I'm looking down on my screen because people are inboxing me and asking me how to get in contact. So if you guys can do me a favor, I'm not sure who wants to tell us how to get in contact with you for booking and how to get in contact with you guys because I know another award show just contacted me so that they can, get you guys. So I want to make sure they know how to find you. So if you can tell us, whoever wants to tell us how they can find you on all the social media outlets.
Nathan.
Yeah, thank you. It's my number, which is you want me to go ahead and say my number on here? That's totally fine. It's 561-856-2816, and I'll put a link. We have a link tree which is linked to obviously my number, and then it's linked to the email, the church, the Worldwide Worship email that we have, and it's linked to the shop. It's also linked to our YouTube, linked to Instagram, TikTok, all that stuff. So we definitely try to post at least 3 or 4 times a week. So yeah, 561-856-2816.
So I want to thank each and every one of you for coming on. Listen, guys, I am getting ready to aggravate Nathan. So you're going to hear a lot from them.
aggravate me.
I'm going to aggravate. Well, he probably going to aggravate me first, so I ain't gonna worry about that. Nathan has no problem with inboxing me, and he has no problem. Kenya, I'm like, okay, Nathan. So me and him is one on the same level as far as that. So again, congratulations on your next single that is coming up. We pray you much success, and again, I'm going to drop some nuggets so that we can help you expand your brand and also get it out to radio, so you guys can go further and more people can find you. And I made a promise, and I played the video. I hope I'm living up to what I told you I was going to do last year in October, as far as getting you the exposure that you guys need to grow your brand. And thank you so much. So does anybody else want to say anything before I let you guys go tonight?
Yeah, could I just say one last thing, Kenya, please, if you don't mind? We are the Worldwide Worship. If anybody wants to see them, they are performing next week, Friday, on May the 5th at the Truth Church at Port St. Lucie. I'm sure Nathan can put a link up, if that's okay, Nathan.
Absolutely, yeah. I'm going to put up the link tree, and then the on our Instagram is the address to Truth Church.
Yeah, and I want to say, Kenya, I think you're doing an amazing job. I think that God uses you in so many ways, and you've inspired and helped people. I want to thank you very much for all that you've done for us from the very first time that we actually met you, and you've kept your word to us. And I know that God will bless you and He will prosper you because you're doing an amazing job. May God bless you, dear.
Thank you so much. And Dr. James, I have to come and visit you. So I have to get down to the church. Put your church hours also in the chat, Nathan. I don't know if you're going to go through YouTube or how you're going to go through. You can go through. I don't think you guys have Facebook, right?
We have Facebook. We have Instagram. We got the whole nine.
Okay. So go through Facebook and put the link in so that we can also come visit you, because we want to make sure that you got a citation for overbooking your house on a Sunday. And I come in and say, let me help you find a bigger place, because this one is running over, and the cold people are saying you got too many people that is worshiping at Worldwide Worship. So we want to make sure that you drop the link to the address so that we can get you more people to come and see what God is doing for you. Thank you guys so much. I love you guys. And Nathan, I'm gonna be inboxing you because we need to talk.
Definitely, and I'm gonna probably text you first. So best believe it.
Good night, and I'll see you guys soon.
Night.
Bye. Thank you.
All right, so listen, y'all, they're my friends, and they can sing. Come on, Tamika, they right there. They right there. They right there in Palm Beach. Again, I met them a while ago. And I just love them. And I'm gonna copy here with 3951 Haverhill Road in West Palm Beach, Florida is the address. So I'm gonna put it in the mass chat so that you guys can visit them. And we're going to speak over their life and say that the church is going to be full. The church is going to be full. So listen, I got one more guess. And you know how you got that one friend that you fight, but you love at the same time? Like, he come for me and I come for him. Then I come back for him and he come back for me. We the matchmakers. We the matchmakers. That's who me and him is. But he got something coming up that's really, really important. So right after this, y'all gonna hear from my next guest. Will you see me reading my Bible? Will you see me worshiping the Lord? That video 3 minutes long. I ain't gonna, cause I hold you on 3 minutes of that song. That's 3 generations right now. That's the Ponders, George Jr., Senior, and Senior. I don't know how I say George the first, second, and third. Anyway, them 3, the Ponder children down there in South Miami. Them children sing, praise God, to whom our blessing flow. Huh? Anyway, so I I got my friend. I haven't really been out of town in a while. I haven't went past. I don't think I went past Palm Beach since October, dealing with some stuff. I haven't been out of town, but I made it my business to do all I can because there's an event that is going on this Saturday. That I have to attend. This Saturday at 3 p.m. April the 29th at 3 p.m., the Bishop of Music, because I said the Bishop of Gospel Music, and he told me today, like your name is Kenya C. Willer, it's the Bishop of Music. The Bishop of Music, Jay Carson, he is celebrating this weekend his anniversary, and we're coming down to have a joyous occasion with him. And without further ado, I'm gonna bring my brother up so he can give y'all a little insight and tell y'all what's going on and what we're gonna be doing.
God bless you. God bless you.
Hey, God bless you. Bless your heart.
How are you? Thank you so much. First and foremost, I would like to just thank you. You laughing at me. Just thank you for allowing me to be on your platform. I'm grateful and for the opportunity. I really am. And it's Kenya C. Willer. I don't know what else to say, you know.
Yeah, because when I bring my mics on Saturday, just like pull them out and start doing interviews. I don't want you to be like Kenya C. Willer. You can't. I ain't tell you can do interviews. I'm like, this is why I'm here.
No, you're my sister. You're actually, now I have 2 sisters, blood sisters, but I have many sisters, and
Yes.
you're the one that we really are family, because family will go back and forth, but still love each other.
That's it.
Yeah.
We're gonna fight. I fight with everybody.
Yeah, I know.
And if I don't fight with you, I mean I don't like you.
Oh,
You know, Tamika's still on here. Tamika, I don't know if she says she's in the bed. Tamika, I play blessings and I pray. She said she enjoyed the night. She's in the bed sick. So Tamika Bush, if you're still on here, praying for a speedy recovery. I didn't say that in the beginning. So if she on there, she'll tell you. If I don't like you, I'm just gonna be like, but if I love you, ask anybody. I fight with you. If you be like, and I walk away, that means I don't even like you. I'm like, girl, I can't do you. But I do want to say congratulations, because as you being a radio announcer, you're a singer, you're a keyboard player, you're multi-talented. It takes a whole lot to pull off an event. I've been doing events a long time, just as well as you. And I know that I don't care what nobody say, your nerves are wrecked until the end of the show. Your nerves are, maybe not you, but me, until we say benediction, my nerves are wrecked. So I am praying with you and for you for a successful event. Again, we're coming down Saturday to hang out with you. So tell me, what am I looking forward to this Saturday upon leaving Buc-ee's? Because we're going to Buc-ee's first. But upon leaving Buc-ee's.
You love Buc-ee's.
I love Buc-ee's. And I'm bringing my hula hoops like a hula hooper from the Buc-ee's. So tell us what we're expecting this Saturday.
This Saturday is basically, it's, I would say you're going to be able to laugh. So if you are really stuffed up and, cocky, you might as well, that's not the place for you, because you're going to laugh. You're going to have a good time. You might even cry. You're going to feel the anointing. We're going to have church, and you're going to really enjoy some great gospel singing, not just quartet, not just quartet music, but you're gonna hear some praise and worship as well. So I got some a mixture for everybody. The vendors that I do have, I have great relationship with them, and also I have a presentation that I'm going to be doing honoring a great man of God. I think he's like 80 something years old, been in my family for a while, but he's been in this area as a gospel giant. And I know he's traveled, here and there, but basically in our area, he has sang for he sung for my father's funeral services. He sung for my mother's funeral services. He sung for my grandfather and my grandmother. So he's been in our family for a while. So we're going to honor him as a living legend in our area. And we're going to have a great time. I have some pastor friends coming in, which I really didn't think they would come to a quartet, concert, but they were like, no, we're coming for you. So you're going to expect something really great.
And I'm excited. So give us a couple of people who we're going to be seeing, because I'm excited. I know you got the flyer, but tell us who you expecting to crash the stage so I can do the quartet bob. Well, they say I just do everything in one, so I don't know. I don't know what I be doing.
Yeah, I videotaped you one time on my phone, and you were, I got to play that tonight. Matter of fact, I got to find that clip. But who I have on this concert is basically, I'll start with Pastor Veronica Price out of Orlando, Florida. She is a phenomenal vocalist. Her range go from here, and she's just crazy vocals. Praise and worship. I have Jamie Bethia and True Praise out of Brunswick, Georgia. They are a mixture of quartet and contemporary as well. They have a mixture, but they are awesome. Anointed. I also have Q, which I call them Q, Quay and MOG. It's an up and coming new group out of Tampa, Florida. I call them new group out of Tampa, Florida. They've been really working really hard. So they're going to be there. Also, I have the Anointed Farmer Singers from Jacksonville, Florida. I felt the spirit when I said it. These young ladies are off the hook. I mean, as soon as they hit the floor, it's up. You'll see. I also have Pastor Victor Robertson and the South Florida Gospel Singers out of Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Pastor Vic, he's unusual. I'll say he's unusual because he'll sneak up on you real soft and then at the end, it's just like he killed it. The whole group, anointed. Pastor Vic, he calls me every day. We talk every day. He's like a daddy / big brother. Very inspirational to me. Also, we have Sonny Brown, the Sonny Brown Experience out of Aiken, South Carolina. And if you've seen a clip from Sonny Brown the other night, if anybody's seen that clip, he was on the floor like James Brown. And matter of fact, I called him that night when he was riding. I was like, bro, are you okay? Because you put that fire all through the building with God's help. And he laughed it off or whatever. Everybody is just excited. See my mind running. The Leonard brothers out of Albany, Georgia, they're going to be there. And they're excited. Now, the Leonard brothers are smooth as well. They are smooth, anointed, but you're gonna enjoy everybody, and everybody has something to bring to the table that you will enjoy.
I'm excited. So, well, we have cupcakes and chicken wings, right? I just want to make sure the food.
No, scratch that. So I was gonna try to, do that myself. Me and my son. And I was like, let's just scratch that. We have one food vendor.
Okay.
She has different dishes I put it on Facebook. I put it on my page. Unbelievable. She goes around to different like Bite Week and all the different events. She goes around and sells her food. She is a master chef. She's actually a drummer. She used to be, or I guess I say, she still helps out the Alabama girls. She's a drummer, but she can cook. So she's going to be there. Jay's, I don't want to get it wrong, but I put it on the Facebook. Jay's Cuisine, I believe it is. But she is phenomenal. Now, Kenya, you asked about food. Trust me when I tell you, she's there. You gonna eat steak, shrimp. They have some type of thing she got. It's like steak, shrimp, and it's fries, but it's like a loaded with cheese. Oh, you ever heard of street corn? Yeah. So she gonna do some street corn. I didn't even taste street corn, but she told
Okay,
me.
well, I don't know if I want to eat before or after, because if I eat during, y'all may not get no clips, people of God. So I better stick to the end, yeah, because if you know me, I may go to the car that seat bag.
Also, one more thing. Let me just put this in here. I'm honored because the city of Daytona, the mayor, he has given me the opportunity. He did a proclamation for me. So he is going to be he's already did all the paperwork. I got it and everything. I'm so excited, like I can't hardly sleep. But someone's going to read a proclamation from the city of Daytona Beach, acknowledging my concert for Saturday at 3:30. That flyer, don't worry about that 3 o'clock stuff. Doors open up at 2:30. We're gonna start at 3:25. we're gonna be on time.
That's like Tamika said, that's amazing. I was so looking forward to coming to Daytona, not only because Buc-ee's is right there. I'm coming to Buc-ee's, but I'm coming to support you, and I'm coming to hear the good God gospel music. And again, it's all about being a family, you know. And don't forget, you know, I know, you know, we're praying for Connie. Connie not able to make it. Connie, you know, I love you. We're praying for you. However, we got the host of South Florida herself, Elaine D. Nelson.
I was getting to that.
Go ahead. You go ahead. This is your show. Go ahead.
Hey, look, here we go. When you was in Fort Lauderdale, I just took your mic and started talking like, you know, hello. But anyway, no. Let me say, without getting emotional, because I get emotional sometimes. Connie Birth is a very good friend of mine, very good, and we've talked all the way up until now. And when I heard that she, you know, got in an car accident, that kind of first thing I said was, Connie, are you okay? Oh yeah, I'm fine. Yeah, but I just I was banged up, and I'm like, okay. She was like, no, but I'm still coming. I'm like, So she was still trying to come to Daytona Beach. She was. And I had to like say, Connie, no. And she was like, all right, okay. So, but she's a very good friend of mine, and she said she's gonna be watching. Whoever go live, please tag Connie, because she said she wants to watch. She wants to be in the midst, at least online. But God has blessed us to have Lady Elaine D. Nelson. Now, what y'all call her down there? Because I don't want to say it wrong. I know you know it. What y'all call her down there? The what?
We call her Lady Elaine.
No.
She is the South Florida's premier hostess.
Yeah. That's what they call her. I call her my sister. And she's so sweet. She's like, look, I'm there. I was there regardless. She said, but I got you. And it's a blessing. It's a blessing. Even my wife, she was like, you know what? You really got some great friends down. I said, I do. I said, they like my sister / all of them mamas, down from Redon to Angie, all y'all. But I love all of you all. I do. I love everybody. Let me put that out there. I love everybody up towards Jacksonville and everywhere. But you all are really a blessing to me, and I thank you.
And we wouldn't have missed this for the world. I mean, even I was like, I had started feeling, I say, come on now, Ken, you need to get this together because I rested up to come to Daytona. I rested up so that I can come to Daytona, be a part of this. I would not miss it. I know I missed it last year. I think I was out of town last year at another
and we
event.
spoke. We did.
I was out of town because I used to travel a lot, but things have changed where right now I'm kind of grounded a little bit. So Daytona will probably be my first trip out of town and since really October.
Since the Spin Awards, right?
Since the Spin Awards.
Yeah.
So this is my first time leaving Palm Beach County, and I'm so excited to leave the area to join you. Now, listen, I'm not gonna hold you. I promise you that. I know you had a busy day, and this is your day off. So you're a truck driver, you're a husband, you're a daddy, you're a promoter, you're a manager. You got a lot of stuff. You got a lot of hats that you wear as well. Not even to mention your radio show that you do each and every Sunday to give exposure to the gospel. But what would you like to say to my people before you head out? To let them know, hey, come on over on Saturday if you're doing something, cancel it and come.
That's Kenya. Well, yeah, you know what? This is where I'm at. Let God's will be done. And I would love for you to come to Daytona Beach. Daytona Beach is going to be popping. Now, there are a lot of different other things going on in the city, but it's nothing like what I have going on in celebration. I'm celebrating. Number one, let me tell you this. I'm going to do all I can while I can because I understand today is not promised to me. So I'm celebrating life, but I'm celebrating what God has done for me those 13 years being in radio. Started in a funeral home. Yep. I used to be in a funeral home and doing bodies. I was doing the paperwork. I cleaned the cars. I drove I did everything. I opened it, set up the chapel. I did it all. But guess what? I was in that little back office, the Praise Factory. And that's how it became the Praise Factory. And I thank God up until now, Joy 106.3 FM, the station owner, Patricia Cadet, thank God for you giving me the opportunity. I've been there 3 years. But I started in WAPN 91.5 in Holly Hill. So, God has just blessed me. I'm telling y'all, Saturday, it is going to be bananas. Don't miss it.
Listen, I am so excited. Like I said, I'm resting up because I want to make sure that I'm where I need to be so I can be in the place to be. I'm looking forward to it. I'm not going to eat much because I got to drive back, but
I just want you to shout. You got to dance.
I don't know how to. I don't. Y'all be picking at me when I dance. I know how to shout.
That move.
I know how to shout because I'm Holy Ghost. Mm-hmm. But that quartet thing y'all got, I don't know whether I'm supposed to do. I don't want to do the wrong dance. I don't want to be like,
Okay.
Yeah, because I'm from South Florida. That's what I'm making click in. So I try to make sure I stay within the realm of God and stay still. Praise God. Follow me on TikTok. I dance over there. Anyway, I want to thank you so much for joining with me. Thank you so much. I love you.
Bless you. Love you too.
Again, I'll see you Saturday around 2:30. We will be down. We're leaving out to come in and hang out with you. And thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate it.
Thank you for the opportunity once again. I appreciate you.
Thank you and good night.
Good night. Thank you.
So listen, guys, just to let you guys know, and I love banana. You love bananas? Well, that's great. Me too. Maybe I need to stop eating 2 a day. Maybe that's why my blood levels all messed up. Listen here. I need all of you guys. Now, I don't go live no more. I don't do live. I'm sorry, y'all. I don't do live. But I will be getting snippets and clips from the event. So you guys stay tuned. Listen, I gotta go. It's 8:15. I gotta finish my dinner. I want to thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget to follow me on our social media outlets. Kenya C. Williams, Kenya the CEO. And do me a favor. If you're doing, not if you're doing nothing, but if you're doing something, I need you to tune into my 24/7 internet gospel radio station. Good night, y'all. Good night. 24/7 all independent gospel radio station. I want to thank Worldwide Worship for joining me tonight. I want to thank Desiree Hall for joining me tonight. Thank you, Tamika. Let's send a shout out to Tamika Bush. Do me a favor, everybody that knows the word of prayer. She says she's home in the bed sick. Y'all send a prayer out for Tamika Bush tonight. Blessings on you. Everyone that knows the word of prayer, again, please pray for you. I pray healing and strength, whatever you're dealing with. I pray that you get better. I pray that you get better. I'm praying your strength and whatever it is that you're dealing with. Lady Elaine, I just saw you clicked on. I'm excited that Lady Elaine will be hosting on Saturday. I'm going to miss my sister Connie because I love me some Connie. But I'm excited that my sister, Lady Elaine, will be hosting this Saturday. I got to get out of here. I got to go. I'll see y'all next Thursday night. I love y'all. And it's your girl, Kenya C. Willer, and I'm out.
Yeah, we talk about it. What's going on in the church? Yeah, we talk about it. How to make money? Yeah, we talk about it. Facebook, yeah, yeah.